Hi everyone, Martin Gavuri here. I did the live commentary for the HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB with Tony McCann. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights from the three main races of the last event of the UTMB World Series. With a brand new event that stretches over 2 weeks, the HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB is the final of 4 UTMB World Series majors in 2025, offering athletes a great opportunity to progress towards the UTMB World Series finals. Celebrating its 6th edition with new and improved courses, along with an even deeper connection to Thailand's natural and cultural heritage, the event attracts over 7,200 participants, including 56% from the Asia region and an exceptional elite field across all distances. This weekend, the race hub is held at Chiang Mai Thai Park with routes that showcase the stunning beauty and cultural heart of the northern Thailand, blending the energy of the city with the surrounding foothills. Featuring 96 kilometers and 4,600 meters of elevation gain, the Elephant 100 race passes through major tourist attractions of the Chiang Mai region, including the Mai Thang district, the Doi Sute Pui, and the Mae Sa Elephant Camp to reach the finish line at the Chiang Mai Thai Park. And we kick things off with the women's favorites on this 100K. Mary Denholm, who recently discovered at the American Major of the UTMB World Series with her victory in the 100K at the HOKA Kodiak Ultramarathon by UTMB. Unfortunately, due to a last-minute change, she will not be at the start today. Ha Thi, last year's 50K champion here, steps up in distance to take on the 100K today. And finally, Nepal's Sunmaya Buddha comes in as the top favorite and will be looking to close out our season with yet another victory. On the men's side, Dmitry Mityaeva with a 901 UTMB index is back on the 100K after finishing 5th last year. Portugal's Miguel Arsenio will run his first UTMB World Series race of 2025 to wrap up his long season. And finally, Chinese athlete Jiaju Zhao, who delivered an impressive 4th place at the 2025 UTMB Mont Blanc, was announced as a favorite, but ultimately will not start today. Is on!
Oh my goodness.
HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB World Major!
And it's going to be interesting to see, what kind of strategy will these ladies choose to take, whether they take it out hard, because Hau Ha Thi might very well be ahead.
Out with the lead men here. We've got someone right up ahead.
Yeah, Yuri Yoshizumi was just there in Reed, and here we got Miguel Arsenio, Dmitry Mityaeva, and already you see as soon as they're going to get off the road, there's going to be a long, gradual climb. Maybe they haven't. That's the interesting part here in Chiang Mai area, is that a lot of the trails are quite rolling, but when they're not, it's bam, straight up the hill.
And we have some amazing images of these men absolutely charging. They are moving. There's no letting up this pace that they've set right early at the start of the race here.
And so we're still with our main leader, José Ángel Fernández Jiménez, seeking for a redemption race on the back end of his season, and Dmitry Mityaeva, representing Team Terex for this 100K, and these two gentlemen seem to now have made a bit of a gap on the rest of the competition, but I still wouldn't bury Miguel Arsenio from Portugal Here we go. So I don't know if you're going to see it well, but those water stations, like those little water jugs, they all have plenty of ice in them. So that water is going to be extremely nice and fresh. And there we go. So we do have all the runners. I like that Dima was looking over his shoulders like, oh, hang on a sec, who's that?
So this is Miguel Arsenio. Miguel.
Cheeky Miguel.
A very brave call, missing that first aid station there.
Yeah, maybe he just like left the oh yeah, no, and I was just checking on the replay, and Miguel had gone around the aid station. He as you say, he just chose not to stop, and I like that because this is the kind of move that Miguel can pull off.
I mean, like to wait until the next aid station. Your next aid station is only around 20 kilometers, so he's going for 20 Ks without stopping for additional fluids, which, again, super brave move. He must have really thought about this in his nutrition plan, either started with extra bottles so that he didn't have to stop there. But yeah, interesting move there. I wonder how that's going to play out later on in the race. I would imagine that Jose had to work pretty hard to catch up to Miguel in the frontier. So I would be curious to know if Dima has held back a little bit, not pushed too hard to catch up. So the lead over the men's race will be coming up to that 20-kilometer mark.
They're going to go under that big temple, through the arch. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it seems to be kind of almost a psychological battle between Miguel and Dima. Like they are just kind of almost fighting each other to be in the lead and just kind of showing, no, you're not gonna run away from me, and I'm just always gonna keep you in check. Miguel Arsenio in the lead, cruising down. And it seems like he's made a bit of a gap on Dima, who up until now was tailing him, as they're going into one more climb.
And Hau Ha Thi has also got her bottle out in her hand, ready to come into that aid station as well.
Oh yeah, they're gonna see each other. Like she starts running out of the aid station, and she'll just be, chipping away at it as she runs out. So it's about a 30 seconds tops time difference between these two ladies, and as we said, you don't want to be behind ahead of Hau Ha or Sunmaya in those races, because they can close pretty hard, although Ekaterina knows that she has the pedigree and the level to keep them both at bay. Here Shizumi, so she's going down, and she's gonna have that little kick, little uphill before dropping into the aid station. So she's gonna be a wee while before she gets to that aid station, but she's moving super well. Second place in the 100K, I believe.
So he is expected in that aid station in around 2 minutes. So Miguel definitely having opened up that gap quite a bit. But Dimitri is still moving incredibly well, and like I said, it is still only halfway through the race. So you never know.
And we are indeed with our women's leader in this Elephant 100, Ekaterina Mityaeva, who has won here last year and is well on her way to possibly a second win. This is also where her husband, Dmitry, picked up that little dog. And also go.
Oh!
Hau Ha Thi is right there, ladies and gentlemen. She is not letting go of Ekaterina. The elastic certainly hasn't broken, and Hau Ha Thi looks very composed, very in control. She's hunting silently, hasn't decided to take the lead just yet. But man, this is an arm wrestle right here.
Whereas Ekaterina looks a little bit more serious.
Yeah. And then up she goes again. And
yeah, so from
leaves for the first time. Yuri Yoshizumi is right there as well. The top 3 ladies in 100K in a nutshell. Wow. I mean, yeah, you had pointed it out actually that Yuri Yoshizumi was going to be very, very close to Hau Ha coming into that aid station, but it was actually Hau Ha also made a move and pulled a little bit further away from Yuri to get very close to Ekaterina, and there we go. I think this is the first time, at least in a while, that Hau Ha Thi is now leading the women's race in this Elephant 100. I mean, we asked for drama, and here it is on your screen. We're delivering high today at this HOKA Chiang Mai by UTMB.
1, 2, and 3 in a 100-kilometer race at 45 kilometers. It's not often that you get to see this.
And on the left side, running on the road, is Dmitry Mityaeva, who's in second place. And wow, there is quite a big gap. There's a lot of daylight between these two gentlemen, because Dima is probably still 2-3 minutes away from that A13 aid station, while Miguel has gone through it. So there's 2.1 Ks between first and second, which is going to be pretty darn hard to close.
Yan Lonfei having quite the race today as well. It says that he was 3 minutes back from Dimitri at that A13 Mesa Elephant Camp aid station.
Hau Ha Thi has reclaimed the lead and is back in first position. She passed Yuri Yoshizumi. It's a love story between Ha Thi Ho and the Chiang Mai by UTMB event. She's won the very first 50K that took place in the Doi Inthanon National Park back in 2022, and since she's developed as an international athlete, but she's always come back to Chiang Mai to successfully defend her title. In the meantime, Yuri Yoshizumi is getting close to the aid station as well, probably a minute away, 90 seconds at most.
But the temperature is getting hot. You know, it's about 30 degrees out there. The humidity is not super high. Last time we heard it was about 50%. But, you know, they're going up through a lot of forest here. And I think regardless of the humidity inside that forest, it's always going to be challenging conditions.
Ekaterina leaving the aid station, which means that she had a pretty efficient transition. There's still 40 Ks to go, and a lot can happen, especially on that 40K where they're going into a monster climb. Yeah, it's unreal what Miguel is pulling off, the pace at which he's running.
On the profile, Miguel Arsenio has done that big climb out of the Mesa Elephant Park.
Miguel Arsenio on your screen here, absolutely flying in that downhill, which is his second to last, is that correct? Tony, he's got one more climb, and then that is all downhill, 13.5 kilometers away from the finish line. And we are back with Hau Ha Thi, and she is indicated as the lead woman. So was the previous information that we were given that Yuri Yoshizumi was in first, was it a mistake, or have they switched places again in that Elephant 100? What a race is going on between these top ladies, between Hau Ha Thi from Vietnam, Yuri Yoshizumi from Japan, and Ekaterina Mityaeva. Change of events, ladies and gentlemen, because Ekaterina Mityaeva seems to be running in second place and would have therefore made a move on Yuri Yoshizumi from Japan.
The A14 aid station at the Chaupo Luang Upatam school very shortly. So they went through that aid station together, which means Ekaterina has made up a bit of time on Yuri. There we go, them running together.
I know, they're together. Yeah, and Ekaterina just made the pass.
So actually, when we saw Ekaterina earlier, she wasn't yet in second position. She is now our second position lady, but previously she was still in third position and chasing Yuri very hard.
But here we go, coming into the aid station at the top of the stairs. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Zhu Cao, who has just made it into the aid station and is definitely creeping up on Dima at a very fast pace. Dima has seen him, has replenished, and is now on his way out, and he's gonna have to push hard.
At the last aid station, A15 Khun Chang Kian Highland Research Station, Zhu Cao has indeed taken Dmitry Mityaev's second position. So Dmitry has dropped down now to third place, and
Ha Thi is now in 7th overall. Yuri Yoshizumi in 9th and Ekaterina in 10th. Look at that. 3 ladies in the top 10. Solid. Well done.
So on screen we've got Ekaterina Mityaeva. Oh, super nice split screen here. First woman and second woman of the Elephant 100 here at the HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB. Oh, Ha Thi is working hard up those steps. You can hear her breathing.
Yeah. She's even laughing about it. It's like, oh, mate, what is that? And so he's going to carry on for about 100, 200 meters, and then it's going to be a long left-hand side curve back into the finish line, a bit of a descent on a bit of a ramp, and then it's going to push him into the finish line. Here, the winning time of the Elephant 100 for the first man was 10 hours and 4 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 9 hours, 13 minutes elapsed, and look at this. Miguel Arsenio on his way to taking the big W at the HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB with a smile on his face. What a performance he has pulled off today. Absolutely insane. There we go.
There's Dima. He's really not far behind. But, maybe... And I think if Dima had eyes on Zhu Cao, we would have more of a race. But I think with so many people around and it being quite twisty-turny here, it's not just a straight line, I do think it might be quite difficult for Dima to know how close he is. It's our second place champion. Oh my god.
Happy and relieved. I don't know if he's aware that Zhu Cao is so close. As you said, still third place. And then congratulating Zhu Cao.
Race was nothing like I planned. I planned to start slowly, but it doesn't happen. I just go all in from the beginning to the finish line. The part of the race that I know better, the last part, I think it was the easiest part, but at the end it was the worst part. I was so broken in the last 30K, so I just push more than my legs. I push with my heart to cross this finish line and to cheer these people here.
Rocking into the finish line, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Ha Thi winning the Elephant 100 at this HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB.
And with the biggest smile possible. I don't think I've ever seen someone cross the finish line with a smile like that. What a beautiful finish. I love that.
I assume that she's also taking a bit of time to put like that bright red makeup on, and in something that people were telling us in the chat, that Ho in Vietnamese means queen.
There she goes, the signature smile, Ekaterina Mityaeva, our second female today at the Elephant 100 kilometer.
What a race. for Yuri Yoshizumi. And personally, I absolutely love that, how Japanese runners come across the line, turn around, look at the line, and then bow to it.
And it's Hau Ha! Hau Ha! You have done it again! You are a super ultra runner! How do you feel of your successful today, darling?
I'm lucky. I'm lucky from 2022 until now. I win every year. I come in.
You have, yes, you are a winner. You have overcome and you're beating to be a champion. So many UTMB, even in Mont Blanc. And this is now one more success. How do you feel for this cause today?
Oh, I feel great. This year, a great, easy, not hard like 2022, but I love that. It's my game and I win.
Miguel Arsenio delivered an absolute masterclass and won the 100K in 9 hours, 14 minutes and 20 seconds. China's Zhu Cao takes a hard-fought second place with Ekaterina Mityaeva less than a minute behind him in third. Ha Thi claims a 5th title at the HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB today, and her first on the 100K distance in a time of 10 hours, 43 minutes and 29 seconds. Last year's winner Ekaterina Mityaeva takes second place in 11 hours, 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Yuri Yoshizumi earned herself a well-deserved third place on the podium. And while this glorious finish line in the Pau Park is welcoming the rest of the runners of the Elephant 100, we're moving on to the 100-mile race. The newly designed 100-mile race, the Chiang Dao 160, is a 168 kilometers route starting at a key highlight of the Juolong Chiang Dao before taking on the same course as the 100K race. Among the favorites, the recent TDS winner at the HOKA UTMB Mont Blanc, Gareth Arnold, will be at the start. Antonina Iushina, who also made her debut at the European major HOKA Valderrama UTMB on the 50K distance, will aim to win these 100 miles. And finally, with a lot of experience in 100-mile races and with numerous victories this season, Chen Lin from China was registered, but unfortunately won't be towing the line. On the men's side, Japanese runner Ryota Nakatani, who already ran the UTMB Mont Blanc in 2022, will attempt to qualify again in the 100-mile categories final. Veteran of the Asian circuit, 46 years old Lithuanian Gediminas Grinius will be amongst the top contenders in this 100-mile. And finally, the famous Zhao Jiaju, winner of this race in 2022 and third last year, is back after finishing 10th at the UTMB Mont Blanc this year.
They've got 9 kilometers of... Oh, they're off!
Here we go! Team, the Chiang Dao 160 edition 2025, the HOKA Chiang Mai by UTMB is on. And you can see them, so there we go. They were under a really tall tree cover and they're coming out of the park now onto the road. How cool.
A pretty flat 9 kilometers ahead, 9.4 kilometers to that first checkpoint at Kiri Chiang Dao Garden Home with only 153 meters of elevation gain. So a pretty fast, flat start at the start of 100 miles.
And actually, this is probably another topic we can touch base as we are waiting for further images, is the fact that indeed it is a major. So what does that mean? A major per continent so far with in order. UTA, Val d'Aran, Kodiak in the Americas, and then Doi Inthanon, Chiang Mai. And all these majors, so as I was sharing, Tony, they are offering prize money of the top 5 in the 100 mile, 100K, and 50K distances. The top 10 are guaranteed entry. 10 men and women of these 3 distances are guaranteed entry into the UTMB World Series finals in the corresponding distance for the following year. What else do we got? Yes, double the amount of stones. So the more stones you get, the better it is. So here, to run the same distance, you get twice the amount of stones.
So we had about 400, just under 500 people starting here today in the 100 mile Chiang Dao 160. So pretty cool to see so many runners. And we've got a French flag there.
It's the Chiang Dao mountain, and it's dominating the horizon with the massive limestone silhouette. And the Doi Luang Chiang Dao raises as Thailand's 3rd highest peak. There we go. Here we go, 100 miles, and leading the women's race is American runner Kareth Arnold. And she's moving.
It's 8.4 kilometers into the race now, and they will be about a kilometer away before they start that big climb. Welcome back to this beautiful day here in Chiang Mai, and we have on screen our 100-mile champion. This is Aleksei Beresnev. He is on his way down to the Chiang Mai Power Park. He is in not too long, so hopefully we will get some more images of him coming off of the mountain and towards the beautiful Power Park. I would be so curious to know what her recovery between the 100K at Ultra Trail Cape Town and the race here in Chiang Mai, Thailand by UTMB is. Has she trained at all? Did she recover for 2 weeks? It's so fascinating to me to do that kind of distance so close together. It's just something I wouldn't even consider, honestly. And I find people who do it and execute it like this, it's just, I want to learn from you. I wish I knew what she was doing, because it's truly incredible.
Yeah, and so this is the first time we're having images of that descent, because we had a bit of images with Aleksei, but yesterday during the 100K we couldn't actually quite have images of that. So now it's helping us understand the kind of terrain and how steep that is. And I mean, look at him go again at the end of 100 miles, how he's moving down that hill. I am very impressed, and I suspect that he knows that Masatoshi Obara is actually on his heels and possibly even creeping up on him, and he might want to put in an effort now. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, wrapping up 168K, 8,100 meters of elevation gain, Aleksei Beresnev is our 2025 winner of the HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB. And look at that, what a gentleman, taking the time to thank the crowds before he crosses the line. Legend.
How do you feel with the course that you're running today?
Maybe 100 kilometers I'm okay, but then I'm not okay. It's hard race. I'm from Russia, and in Russia so cold. In Chiang Mai it's so hot. Thank you for this race. Last year I will be 11, and now I'm the first, number 1. Yes, I'm very happy.
You'll come back next year.
Yes, of course. It's a good race. I like it. In December, so hot. It's Wow! In Russia, it's so cold now.
Here we go. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your second place in the 2025 HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB, Zhao Jiaju. Gotta love the satisfaction of a race finished and well done.
Yeah, he absolutely gave it his all out there, and you can tell at the finish line that he is fully finished and spent, and probably incredibly proud of what he has done today. Less than a kilometer to go. Well, very, very impressive. And Antonina Iushina is also putting on a very, very impressive show for us today. She's been in podium position since the start. She took the lead pretty early on in the race, taking over from Gareth Arnold, who's currently running in second position, and she has held it.
There she comes across the line to claim a second consecutive win at this HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB 100-mile race. Ladies and gentlemen, Antonina Iushina.
In Chiang Mai, how do you feel today?
I was not feeling good and I wanted to go home after 10 kilometers. But I fought all the way to the finish line. I wanted to say thank you to my family, to my friends, and everyone who supported me.
She's making her way, final turn down onto the ramp, and she is home, ladies and gentlemen. Your second place, Gareth Arnold, all the way from America, coming back for the second year in a row. She was second here last year. She is second here this year in the 100 miles. What a performance from Gareth Arnold. She can be very, very, very proud. Ding Ronghua.
After finishing 11th last year, Aleksei Beresnev wins the 100-mile in 21 hours, 14 minutes and 1 second. Asian major regular Zhao Jiaju takes second place after pulling away in the final part of the race from Masatoshi Obara, who completes the podium. Antonina Iushina delivers an incredible performance, taking the win and finishing 6th overall. 59 minutes later, 2025 TDS champion Gareth Arnold claims second place. China's Deng Ronghua takes third in 26 hours, 7 minutes and 12 seconds. Reworked to reduce road sections and heighten the connections to Thailand's natural landscapes, the Mong 50 is a popular 56-kilometer race within the Doi Sutep Pui National Park and offers runners an immersive experience into the local way of life of the Thai hill traps. Amongst the women's favorite, American Robin Lesh with the UTMB index of 753 and an impressive 7th place at the 2025 CCC will be amongst the top contenders. Her fellow American Tara Dower will be one of her rivals as she makes her debut into a UTMB World Series race. Finally, our top favorite is Swiss runner Maud Matisse. She will be looking to wrap up an already strong season, including 2 third-place finishes at Sierzinal and OCC. A real showdown is expected in the men's race. Amongst the favorite is the Spanish rocket Alan Santamaria Blanco, recent winner of the ETC at the HOKA UTMB Mont Blanc. His fellow Spaniard Antonio Martinez Perez would have been a very strong contender for this race, but unfortunately couldn't make it to the start. Finally, the top favorite in none other than CCC 2024 winner Hayden Hawks with a UTMB index of 911. The HOKA athlete promises an exciting show.
Five seconds.
I don't know if at home you can hear the start, but it doesn't look like we can.
But they're off. Holding on. There we go. Here's our women's lead mode, Matisse. It's great to see her back racing and racing so well after a couple years away of injury. But yeah, such a great competitor. And she always shows up with full force. So great to see her back.
And actually, you know, as we're seeing those weather conditions, let's look at the presentation of the mandatory equipment that is made by our one and only Hayden Hope.
Nice and cozy. I could definitely see that keeping you warm. Yeah, that's nice. Hey everyone, this is professional HOKA athlete Hayden Hawks. I'll be running the Chiang Mai Elephant 100K. I just wanted to walk everybody through my kit for race day. The shoes and clothing that I plan on using on race day, I'll use the HOKA Tecton X3. This has kind of been my go-to shoe for race days recently. The HOKA race kit. I do like racing in a t-shirt rather than a tank top. It gives me just a little bit more protection, like especially when I'm wearing a pack. And then just the HOKA shorts. A couple key items that's important for a race like Chiang Mai. You know, it's very hot and humid in Thailand. I need to make sure I'm on top of my hydration. I will be carrying the recommended 1 liter of water for race day, but I'll probably be carrying an extra flask with me as well. You know, the mountains in Chiang Mai, they're a different style of mountain, but I think it's really important that you have a really good rain jacket, something that can keep you dry. My race, the 100K, starts in the morning, so I plan to finish before dark. Hopefully I won't use them, but I will bring my good headlamp, because if I do have to use them, I want to make sure that I have enough light. An emergency first aid kit. You never know what's gonna happen on the trails. I've actually tested this emergency blanket. It's supposed to go on my head, like this. It actually keeps you very warm. I do think it's really important that you are on top of things with your gear. I'm going to be using poles for sure. I know I'm the guy who's like notoriously known as the not using poles. It's really important that you have a balanced pack. I do like to carry most of my weight kind of on my upper back. I do like to put all of my other mandatory kit into something that is going to keep it dry. But as you can see, I do have a little extra room up here. So this could be a good place to carry an extra flask of water if needs be.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, in this 50K with the Japanese runner Team Rui Ueda himself. Last year's kilometers and 2,400 meters of elevation gain. And you can see that Rui has not slowed down one bit. So, yeah, they're going to climb through the village and then indeed up that endless flight of stairs. Oh man, they are so close. Like,
yeah.
If Meng looks up, he's gonna see Rui, and yeah, it's interesting because I was just like you, and looking at the body language, Meng Guangfu looked a little bit more tired than Rui, but clearly he is closing. All right, this is gonna be possibly the decisive moment in this race. Okay, going for water, both of them. No words are spoken. The tension is real between Rui Ueda and Meng Guangfu.
Rui getting some water on his head there.
Yep. Knows how to look after himself, chooses to... that is something he could have done as he was going up the stairs. A bit of a mistake here for Rui Ueda as Meng Guangfu is pulling away now. Is he going to make the same mistake? No, he's not going up those stairs. Oh, she is bleeding seconds here. She seems to be taking her jolly time. And we're live! Finally, we have image of that last descent. Excited about that. at least as long as our camera runner can sustain that absolutely suicidal pace going down. He is absolutely flying down that trail. Ah, yeah, he will be so stoked. That is some proper happy dance right there. He's had a fantastic run today. He just, wasn't the best, and that's all right. This is not something you can control, but his time today is still blistering fast. Yes, he is happy. I'm glad. I'm glad. Something going on here. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for the split screen. Hayden Hawks has caught up with Coleman Cragen, and they are running together. Is that going to be a hand-in-hand finish? There's quite a bit of money on the line. But anyhow, 4:37.35 across the line for third place finisher in this Mong 50K. Hayden Hawks, and followed extremely closely by his mate, training partner, and coachee, Coleman Cragen. Last year was my first year here in Chiang Mai, so I lost because I ran too aggressively in the first half of the race. This year I came back and I raced differently. I was just following Mr. Ri before accelerating in the end. On our 2025 winner of the Mong 50K here at the HOKA Chiang Mai Thailand by UTMB race, coming in with a smile, making it look absolutely easy. Ladies and gentlemen, from Switzerland, representing Team ASICS is Maud Matisse. Oh, that looks painful. Those last few steps. Oh no, it happened again. This happened to Robin at Tarawera. She is getting close to the line and she just falls apart. She's okay.
Oh my goodness.
She's got her hands up in the air. Yes. See, like it's all there up in her mind. She's all fine, but like the body completely shuts down. And it's good to see her break from a grin of pain to a big smile of satisfaction.
Here, hello mothers, how are you?
Oh, now so fine. It was hard the last 15 kilometers. And I was afraid the woman catch me, but I didn't know where they were.
Is everything as you planning? Is everything as you plan?
Yes, I started a bit faster than expected. But I wanted to attack in the first uphill, and I did it.
After unleashing a supersonic final descent, Meng Guangfu takes the win in 4 hours, 31 minutes and 58 seconds. Japanese runner Rui Ueda finishes second after leading the race during the early kilometers. Hayden Hawks claimed third place after a sprint finish with his fellow American Coleman Cragen. The top favorite Maud Matisse lived up to our expectations, taking a dominant win in 5 hours, 3 minutes and 33 seconds. American Robin Lesh moves into second place in the final kilometers, finishing 23 minutes behind the leader. The young Chinese runner Lei Yan, still a student, finishes third and qualifies for OCC next year. And just like that, it's a wrap on the 2025 UTMB live season. Thank you so much for being with us during these 13 UTMB World Series events. It certainly wouldn't have been the same without you. See you next year for a 2026 season packed with fast-paced action, breathtaking landscapes, and as always, extraordinary runners.